As a mom, I know one thing to be true. We all want to give our kids the very best start in life. From the moment that we find out that we're expecting, or even before, our minds start racing with everything that we want to do to protect and prepare for this tiny new life. But here's the reality. Kids today are struggling more than ever. We are seeing massive increases in chronic health challenges, things like allergies, asthma, ADHD, anxiety, and autism, and it's happening earlier and earlier in life. And as a prenatal and pediatric chiropractor, I've had so many moms come into my office asking the same question. Is there anything that I can do now while I'm pregnant or even before to give my baby a better shot? And the answer is yes, absolutely yes. But what most people miss is where to start. So often we think that that answer lies in hormones or supplements or even genetic testing. And while those can all play a role, there's one system that actually controls all of it. It's the nervous system. Your nervous system is your body's command center. It regulates everything: hormones, digestion, immune response, emotional balance. And during pregnancy, it doesn't just affect you, it affects your baby too. Because through that umbilical cord, your baby is getting more than just nutrients and oxygen. They're receiving this constant stream of input from your nervous system. In other words, your stress becomes the baby's stress. Your calm becomes the baby's calm. And that's why we're seeing more and more moms start to take a proactive approach before baby's even born. Here's what we see so often in our practice. A mom comes in pregnant with her second child after going through what we call the perfect storm with her first. Maybe she had a really stressful pregnancy. She needed to be induced. She got an epidural or had a C-section. And then maybe that baby struggled with latch, with colic, sleep, or digestion from day one. Later on came the sensory challenges, behavior struggles, the constant immune challenges, and now this mama is determined to do things differently. And she can, but we have to understand what leads to the perfect storm in the first place, and then how we can interrupt that cycle. Let's look at some of the stats. So in the US today, we are ranked first in emergency care, yet we are dead last in maternal and infant health outcomes. We spend $50 billion on childbirth every year, and yet 1 in 3 births ends in a C-section. Around 70 to 75% of moms are receiving an epidural. 25% of women are induced, and nearly 1 in 7 moms experience postpartum depression. All of this points to one thing: our system isn't addressing the root causes. And one of the most overlooked pieces is how stress, especially neurological stress, impacts both mom and baby. So let's break this down. Your nervous system has 2 main branches. There's the sympathetic system, that's your fight or flight mode, and then there's the parasympathetic system, and that is your rest, digest, heal, and grow mode. During pregnancy, we need to be primarily in that parasympathetic mode as much as possible, because that's what supports calm hormones, better sleep, digestion, and optimal fetal development. But most of us end up living in that sympathetic overdrive. We're constantly running, pushing, multitasking, worrying, and our body interprets that as stress. This is where the nervous system gets stuck in protection mode, not in growth mode. And here's where hormones come in, especially the HPA and the HPG axes. The HPA axis is our stress response system. It tells your body to release cortisol. The HPG axis is your reproductive system. It's responsible for fertility, ovulation, and healthy hormonal cycles. When your body is stuck in chronic stress, the HPA overrides the HPG. So even if you're doing everything right, your body might still not feel safe enough to conceive or to maintain a balanced pregnancy. And this imbalance can also impact the baby's neurological development while they're in utero. By the 3rd week of pregnancy, your baby's nervous system is already forming. By week 6, their first social nerves begin developing. By week 17, the cerebellum, which impacts movement, learning, and behavior, begins forming. And then by week 40, the vagus nerve, the main communicator between the brain and the body, is fully mature. So every single day during pregnancy is shaping your baby's future nervous system. Your stress levels, your environment, your nervous system state, they all get downloaded to your baby through their body. Now, obviously, we can't control every stressor. Emergencies happen, but what we can do is build resilience. We can improve our adaptability. We can create an internal environment that supports regulation, not reactivity. And that's exactly what neurologically focused chiropractic care does. By using INSiGHT scans, we can assess how your nervous system is functioning and where it might be stuck in that protective mode. From there, we provide gentle, safe adjustments that support your body's ability to shift into that parasympathetic state, into regulation, into healing. And when we do this for both parents, not just mom, we're strengthening the foundation for baby too. We have seen so many incredible stories in our practice. Moms who struggled with fertility or hormone imbalance suddenly feel more in sync. And babies who would have likely faced the same challenges as their siblings now enter the world with a more resilient nervous system. They're sleeping better, digesting better, thriving. And it starts with one simple step: getting your nervous system checked. You don't have to wait until the baby's born to support their health. You can absolutely start right now. So if you're planning to conceive, you're currently pregnant, or you just want to be your healthiest self before bringing life into this world, we are here to walk with you. Click the link in our bio or give us a call. Our team would absolutely love to answer your questions, walk you through our INSiGHT scans, and show you what a customized care plan would look like for you. Because giving your baby the best start in life doesn't begin at birth. It starts with your nervous system prior to birth.